For 2024, Connexus, our show, we are doing a show called Remnant. It's a lot to explain. My name is Nick Riley. I am the Ensemble Director, Program Coordinator of Connexus. So we're hoping that the audience feels a sense of nostalgia, that they feel connected to maybe a memory that they have of a person or an event. And it's interesting with memories that we don't fully remember the whole thing. We don't remember the entirety of the memory. We remember like a snapshot, a little tiny tidbit, a feeling, a smell, a place, a taste, things like that, like a little tiny thing. We don't remember the event necessarily or what exactly was said. You remember how you were feeling.
My name's Tyler Shipe. I am a visual designer here at Connexus. Remnant is something that remains. It's something that's left over. So there's 1,000 things you could do with that. There's memories, there's actual physical things. So at least to me, one of the things that popped up right away was picture frames. The props are really dynamic. The props are huge and they have a lot of different options. So when we hear the music, there's all sorts of, percussion instruments are very percussive. And so there's a lot of options for how we can use our props, and lots of vertical elements, there's negative space, there's all sorts of things we can do with them. It's just really a playground. It's important to me that the music, you can just see the music. So what does that mean? Sometimes it's shapes, sometimes it's just motion picking up different musical lines. The music has a lot of flow to it, and I want the visual package to have a lot of flow as well.
For 2024, we have 3 pieces of music that we are the source material that we're focusing on. First one is Solitude by M83. Second one is Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. And then the third one is Addicted to a Memory by Zedd. So it's kind of a musical journey in that sense, in that it's kind of a dark to light musical journey, so to speak. Genre-wise, exploring some classic rock, exploring some EDM and electronic music as well. You'll hear the Solitude tune right out of the gate. That's the very first thing we do. It's played straight on. The first 30 seconds of the show is that tune from the beginning. It's amazing. The lyrics are the show. We didn't want to mess with it. Pink Floyd is the ballad, and we'll spend a lot of time within that kind of mood, that kind of classic rock, kind of hazy vibe that they're known for really well. Lyrically, it's a really interesting piece as well that kind of tangentially relates to what we're doing thematically. The concept of looking back, nostalgia, wishing something was different or wishing something, someone or something could be changed or we're still here is a concept that we hit a lot. The closer highlights the need to release that memory in order to become, the best version of yourself or the next version of who you are and things like that. You're going to be impacted by your memories. You're going to feel that kind of weight that a memory carries. But at the end of the day, you have to kind of reinvent yourself in ways as well. So that's kind of what that last tune means for us as well. The lyrics for that piece are also on our floor. So we kind of leave the audience with a visual and musical representation of the concepts pretty clearly, I think, at the end. We don't want to be the same every year. We want to invent within our little corner of the activity. What we're going to do is venture into a certain area of the activity that we like, be a certain style of music that we enjoy and explore within that realm. So you'll still hear the things that made Connexus fun to listen to in 2023. Guitar is still quite present in our show, still a featured instrument. The musical aesthetic, I think, is quite similar, but it's not the exact same. It feels like a a natural continuation from what we did in 23 without it being flat or without it being the same or trite or repetitive or anything like that. It's important to note within that context that we don't talk about scores here at all. We don't talk about placements. We like to look at kind of how we've done versus ourselves and look inwardly. And then if we can genuinely say, look, this is the best version of Connexus ever. That's the goal.
I want to get all the points, all the points.